Situational interview questions are similar to behavioral questions, but instead of asking you to relay a past experience and tell how you handle yourself in that situation, you are presented with objective of situational interview question. They want to see how you really think, not just how well you memorize the answer and spit them back on command. Situational question damn it, let the interviewer utilize their analytical and problem-solving skill. Situational question demand that the interviewers utilize their analytical and problem-solving skill. By giving a job seeker a hypothetical situation, the interviewer wants to see how they will react in a moment with a short notice and a little preparation. Non-terror response. Common mistakes. Within it, a lot of job seekers think to themselves, well, if I have no idea what the scenario presented by the hiring manager is going to look like, there's no way that I can prepare for this type of question. So I'm just going to fly by the seat of my pants and hope I nail it. A lot of seekers think to themselves, well, if I have no idea what the scenario presented by the hiring manager is going to look like, there's no way that I can prepare for this type of question. So I'm just going to fly by the seat of my pants and hope I nail it. Isn't it not correct? You don't know the scenario given by the hiring manager. A lot of job seekers think to themselves, well, if I have no idea what the scenario presented by the hiring manager is going to look like, there's no way that I can prepare for this type of question. So I'm just going to fly by the seat of my pants and hope I nail it. Isn't that correct? You don't know the scenario given by the hiring manager. Non-tailored response. Basically, there are certain skill and ability which we like to call qualities that every company puts a lot of values in when it comes to their ideal candidate for the position being hired for. You need to demonstrate that you have these qualities in order to get the job. Infusing these qualities into your answer allows you to tailor the answer to the company you are interviewing with. You need to demonstrate that you have these qualities in order to get a job. Infusing this quality into your answer allows you to tailor the answer to the company you are interviewing with. You need to demonstrate that you have these qualities in order to get a job. Infusing these qualities into your answer allows you to tailor the answer to the company you are interviewing with. Answering a situational interview question with a general, non-tailored response is a missed opportunity. Dating of topic. Situational interview question have the potential to make an interviewer nervous. You make an interviewer nervous. Interviewer nervous. Because as I said before, they are hard to anticipate. Nervous people tend to ramble, especially when they don't immediately know how to answer a question. Ramblers tend to change the subject and go off on tangents of often answering the original question. This can be case of death, mainly because the hiring manager wants to see that you can think on your feet and make a quick dynamic decision. One great way to break the ice and give yourself time to think is to ask questions. One great way to break the ice and give yourself time to think is to ask a question. Tip: sit down with the courage of you and yours and ask them to come up with some situational interview question. Later, you can practice together. Be sure to adjust the format of the questions, the type of scenario, and the skill or ability that is the focus of the questions. When you have finished answering, take a few minutes to discuss the answer together to make sure that your answer is in line with the good response below. Dig deep though your own work history and see if you were already encountering similar situation. Don't bash former employee on employee. Sit down with the courage of yours and ask them to come up with some situational interview question that you can practice together. Be sure to adjust the format of the question, the type of scenario, and the skill or ability that is the focus of the question. When you have finished answering, take a few minutes to discuss the answering together to make sure that your answer is in line with the good response below.给我请假了吧，干！嗯。
Hi, good evening.
Hi, Steve. Good evening too.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Thank you. How are you tonight, Pinkus?
Tonight, as usual, I'm not sure because I have no something exciting for me.
Okay, so how did you spend your weekend?
This weekend, uh, because our company we have a family day. It's like a celebration. You can buy food at the join some sport game or some competition game in the family day, and the company will give you 200. Is Taiwan's dollar, not dollars. He'll give you 200 to buy the food, and you can use this ticket to buy something you want. But the food in the family day is expensive, little expensive. Maybe I think maybe 20% expensive 20%.
I see. So did you win?
No, because I don't have interesting with the
You
competition
don't have
game.
interest?
Yeah, I just buy the food, and because I see many. Actually, they also find some superstar to sing in the field, but
Mm.
because I just single, so when I see many boy or girl take his boy or girlfriend here, I will feel so lonely. So I quickly eat my food and go home.
You went home early?
Yeah, because it's free. I just go here and spend all my ticket to buy food, and when I eat it over, I come home.
I see. Okay, so that's fine. Does it happen once a year or every month?
Yeah, every year, once a year.
Once a year?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's good. So I think the purpose of it is for you to mingle with other people too.
But I
Or
think it's not easy because you mean mingle is like I go here to make a friend, make a new friend here.
like it's your time to talk and be happy with your friends.
Yeah, but actually only if you want because this is family day
Mm,
is celebrated by the media tech. So if you are not belong to media tech's employee, you could not join the celebration. Or I need to apply the extra tickets for you. Uh, if
mm,
if I want to take my parent or my friend to join the celebration, I need to
to
apply.
pay.
Yeah. Oh no, it's free. It's free. But then
It's
maybe
free.
the 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 counter is limited. Maybe just four. You could not take more than four people, and every people you can. The company will give you 100 tickets help you can buy some food or some toys in the celebration.
Okay. So did not bring anyone with you?
Oh, I just single, and
Uh,
I need time to. I'm not sure. Actually, previously when I was a student, I have a career goal because I want to. Previously I learned the artist, right?
uh-huh.
Yeah, and because I hope I could make enough money to to save my parents because they are divorced, right? And my mother, they actually he is poor and he don't get away. He usually uh lend me money when I was at university. So I hope
Mm,
I could make a lot of money to resolve problems. So when
mm.
I when a student my
When you were
proposal
still
uh,
when you were still a student?
yeah, when I was still student, my proposal is clearly I hope to become engineer to make a lot of money.
Hmm.
Yeah. So, but when I finish the goal, suddenly I don't know how to find the next goal. So I design a plan. Maybe go to global company because it's look like I don't. I think it's a pressure problem because when I was student, I have a lot of pressure because I need to lend the money to my borrow money to my mother and still need to make money to pay my it's called let me check the word
Your
your tuition. Yeah, I
tuition fee, like you have to pay in school.
yeah I need to get tuition fee. Yes, but when now
Mm-hmm.
I think I actually if I don't do anything, I think my money is still enough for me to live. I think maybe 30 years is okay. But
Mm-hmm.
but because I don't have the project, so I don't know how to uh I don't know. It's look like I suddenly lose my goal. Yeah.
Why did you have problem while
Mm,
you were still studying or family
yes,
problem?
yes. I still studying, and like I think I become more better because my English
Mm-hmm.
become improve and my coding skill become better than when I was a student. But I found I lose my patience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like because previously I just work hard and study hard because I hope one day I could become a geeker or awesome coder or contribute something in open source. But呃，应该是 when I found when I become engineer, uh I become engineer for maybe about 5 years. I suddenly don't know what's the new purpose or new goal should I follow.
Mm. Like you lost your passion and you did not continue. Like you lose
Yeah.
focus.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
lose focus on your
Yes.
on what you
I have
want.
already I have already seldomly focused on some topic. Yeah, I think
Mm-hmm.
when I was student, I couldn't focus to study something maybe 1 hour, 2 hour. But today I think even when I work, I don't exalt all my power.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm.
it's look little embarrassing because I shouldn't work hard, but I don't do that.
Mhm. Yeah, but it's good if you always try your best in whatever you do, isn't it?
Yes,
So
yes, I
if you're
think
at
so.
work, for example,
Mm.
um, of course, every person feel tired, right? And I think it would still be better if you always try your best in whatever you do. So sometimes there are people who would lose focus on the job or on the goal. So that's why maybe they don't want to work well or work hard every time they are at work. Are you that person now or no?
I think is now, yeah. But because when I found even I work harder, maybe my salary couldn't become more. Maybe become this because
It's not increasing.
not increasing.
It's not increasing.
Not increasing because our company be integrated by the MediaTek and because MediaTek they don't make a lot of money, so their bonus become this. So my bonus if I still work to next year, actually my total salary I think is I will lose about two. Let me check.
Hmm.
Okay, I think I will lose uh two hundred yeah 200,000 dollars,
Thousand.
yeah 200,000 dollars a year.
Ah,
Yeah, and
I see.
I actually
That's
I
a
don't
great amount of money.
yeah, and actually because I have already have enough money. I think make money for me is just like maybe maybe just a proud let me prove I choose is right. I don't I don't choose my love artist. I choose to be an engineer. I make money a lot than my previous classmate, but how
Mm.
I think that's without meaningful for me because I don't like to compare. I don't like to compare that with my friends. So suddenly I don't know how to improve myself.
Maybe you just think that you're you don't know how to improve yourself, but you're not aware that you are already improving
Yeah,
because,
yeah,
like you said, you earn enough money compared to your other classmates, right?
yeah. But I think that's not a problem because my
Mm-mm.
friends, my best friend finally he become director. He
Mm.
actually
Wow.
he's a director and he need to capture some video for our I think let me check the word uh mayor city
Mayor.
mayor mayor
City mayor.
yeah city mayor yeah and
Ah.
I think our maybe some I think common people will think I'm success because I made the money more than him but uh in my mind I think he is my friend he is very stronger because he follow his goal he follow his desire and continue continue to continue to continue to go on the road. And actually, learn the artist is not easy. My many friends they change their job after they graduating from university. So I'm very proud of my friend because he's still
Yeah.
consistent. He's patient on the artist.
Patient.
Yeah, it's not easy, really.
That's right. So each of you might have different work, but it doesn't mean that if he succeeded first, then he's already like the best of all. Maybe your time is not did not yet come, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In the right time. Okay. So anyway, that's good to spend on your weekend. That's great, Pincus. Thanks for sharing. So a while ago, we just had some problem with your Skype. I cannot contact you. Maybe you were also calling me. As you
Hmm?
can see, I have in Skype, I have many missed calls to you.
Oh
You
yeah,
missed my calls.
yeah. I'm not sure. When you call me, I don't hear any ring. So
Ah,
I closed the Skype and reopened it again. But after I reopen it, it look like fine. I'm not sure real reason. Yeah, but
that's
now
okay.
it's okay. Could
That's
you?
okay.
Oh, now it's okay. Okay.
Okay, yeah, right. So anyway, were you able to open the material we're going to use tonight?
Sure. I have already opened our material.
Okay, so by the way, we are still in page number 7.
Yeah.
So before we go ahead with our next words to discuss today, so do you or what do you remember about our previous lesson last week?
I think I remember is the okay is initiative.
Initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, so initiative.
Yeah. Is to begin. It is mean to begin.
Okay, I think what you mean is initiate.
Oh, sorry. Initiate.
This one?
Yeah, initiate. Sorry, my pronunciation is not correct. Initiate. Yeah, initiate.
Yeah, okay, right. So, what do we mean by that word?
It's like to begin.
To begin. Can you give me a sentence
Give me a sentence.
um, with that word?
Okay. I initiative. Okay, I initiative.
I initiated.
I initiated improving my English speaking skill.
Okay, so that's good. So you begin or you started, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great. So let's move on to the next words today, Pinkus. So I want you please to read the next word we have and its meaning.
Okay. Inspect. We inspected more than 200 companies.
Okay, inspect. Can you say the word again? Inspect.
Uh, yeah. Inspect.
Okay, so if that's a past tense, we say we inspected.
Inspected.
So we inspected more than 200 companies. Can you read it again?
Okay. We inspected more than 200 companies.
Okay, so what do we mean by the word inspect?
It's like check something.
Correct, exactly. So by the word itself, like he said, it's you check it, right? You
Yeah.
check. So that's the main or the exact word that is synonym to the word inspect. For example, at work. So just like our example last week, you inspect every project that you have before you submit it, right?
Yeah.
You inspect if there are still errors, if there are still problems, to make sure that you will not, you will not encounter any problem in your project. So you inspect those. And the great example also is the police officer, right?
Hmm?
You know, police officer.
I know police officer is I know police officer. Why we talk about the police officer? Any reason?
Because that's
Eh.
their main job. They inspect people if they seem
Oh,
to think that they're doing something wrong.
yeah,
They look at things.
when I see the police officer, we I remember in Hong Kong they will call us sir. Hey sir, they just call sir because it's like a
Sir.
yeah. But when I see them usually when I ride a motorcycle on the road because if I maybe I go straight without the reader light they will uh give me a ticket. I have to pay the money.
Yeah. So sometimes in the road, if they seem to see that you're doing something wrong, then they're going to inspect your driver's license,
Yeah.
right? So they have to check if you're licensed or not. Then sometimes you're gonna pay for something if you've done something wrong while driving. So if you're drunk or if you did not follow some road rules, isn't it?
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's inspect. Next we have install.
Install.
Okay, please read the sentence.
I installed the air conditioning units.
Okay, so this time we don't have to say LED anymore. Installed. I installed air conditioning units.
I installed air conditioning units.
Okay, so thank you. So, how do you say, or at work, how do you do installing? Do you install something?
Mm, mm, yeah, sometimes I will install some software, but actually we have in our company we have IT group. If you want to install some software, maybe you can find them and help you. Because you know because some software is not free. Some people will use maybe cracker register something
Mm.
silly go to install the software. I think if you just use the cracker software in your personal computer, maybe it's okay. But if you use it in the company, maybe the company will be arrested by the software's company. so
All
so
right,
we
yeah.
Yeah, so we have IT group to control our software version. But I still I still install some software I want.
Mhm. I see. So yeah, that's the best example. So for example, applications. So you install those applications on your computer or on your cell phone, right?
Yeah,
So that's the proper use of the word install. So I think this word is kind of familiar to you, right?
yeah.
Okay, so do you have any questions so far with the word install?
Oh no, I don't have questions. Thanks.
Okay, please read the next word and the sample sentence.
Okay, introduce. We introduced it innovative product.
Okay, so take note of the words if we are going to pronounce ed, if it's in a past tense, because there are some words that we don't have to pronounce them, right? For example, here in inspected, we say inspected, but in installed, we don't have to say installed, right? So just installed.
Oh yeah, but
And this word,
how should I to identify or recognize the different or just or each word is different? I just have to remember it.
yeah, so there is a no rule for that. So all you're gonna do is to be familiar and to know how to really pronounce the words, okay? So that we don't have any formula on when to read it or when not to read it, but you just have to familiarize, okay?
Okay, okay,
All right,
I
so
understand it. Thanks.
okay, let's read it again. We introduced innovate products.
We introduce an innovative product.
Okay, so when you introduce something, you are trying to give information about it, right?
Yeah,
So, for example, just a simple example. So, when you have a new friend
yeah,
and he or she is new to your company, or for example, a junior engineer, so you introduce him or her to your other friends who are already working there for them to know them or for them to know about her, right? You introduce a person to another person.
yeah.
Okay, so when you introduce, you bring her or um, you you give her or his name to other person. So that's how you introduce something, right? Or someone.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you most of the time use the word introduce at work?
Okay. When we want to okay, we have a lot of meeting, and when we want to present something on the meeting, I in the agenda we will we will list introduce on the agenda because maybe other developer they don't know our background, right? So we
Mm.
need to maybe easily or introduce some background information that he know what do we do or what shouldn't we do in this meeting.
I see. So that's when you most use the word introduce.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you read again if it's a past tense? Do you
Okay.
remember?
Introduced.
Okay, thank you. That's good. So we have the word innovates. I think you know about it because we got the meaning here beside, right?
Yeah, because
Make changes in
I have
something.
already find it in dictionary.
Exactly.
Look
Okay.
up. Eh,
Okay.
it's called look up.
Google.
When you find
Look up.
the huh?
Look up.
Oh, yeah, look up. When you want to check the word in dictionary, we shouldn't use
Mm.
the look up. Am I correct?
Look. What do you mean? You mean in the sentence?
Oh, oh no, no. We know we can we if we want to find the word in the dictionary, I use the this behavior. I shouldn't use the sentences look up. Am I correct? Look up some
Yes.
word in
Look up.
dictionary.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
I am
Exactly.
correct.
That's right.
Thanks.
Okay. Good. So next we have the word invent.
Invent.
Okay. Please read the sentence.
The company invented double-sided tape.
Okay, the company invented double-sided tape. So what is the noun of this word? Can you guess?
哎，noun oh invention.
What word?
Oh, you mean his noun? I guess it's invention.
Invention. Can you write the word invention?
Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, correct.
Okay, right. So that's the noun of this word. So what do we do if you invent something? Why do we say it? We invented.
What do we invented?
So
Yeah.
yeah, in short, how do you understand the word invented or
Okay.
invent?
Oh, it's like you create something, and
You
nobody.
create.
Yeah, you create something, and nobody created something before you create it.
Right. So it's like you're the first person or the first company who create it, right? Or you
Yeah.
make it. It could be a design of something, it could be a product, or it could be a anything, any gadget or any product in a company. So that's when you say, I invented something. So you're the first person who think or thought about it or created that kind of thing, right?
Right.
Okay, so next we have investigate.
Investigate.
Okay, so please read.
I investigated the cluster companies.
Okay, so good. So that's I investigated customer complaints. Can you read it one more time, please?
Okay. Steven, you don't need to remove the word added on the article because this word is I added because I want to compare the investigate and the investor their meaning because I think they are similar.
Ah,
So
okay, okay.
I type it in. It's like a note, but sorry, maybe I will move it to next region or field.
Mhm.
Okay.
Actually, these are two different words.
Yeah,
So invest is when you put money into something. It's investment.
yeah, and I found that they look like similar, so I checked it and I found that their meaning is different.
Yeah, right. So they seem to be similar, like a shortcut of this, but they're both different words. So investigate is always four syllables. So investigate. But while this one is only two. So those are two different words. Okay.
Yeah,
So invest is you give money into something or you put money into something, like an investment in a company. So when we say you investigate, you check information about it, right?
yeah. Check information about it.
Okay, so that's the word investigate. So how do we read again if it's a past tense?
Okay. I I investigated customer complaints.
Okay, so I investigated customer complaints. So let me put here the synonym. It's like you look into something, right? Or research. That's the best word. So research or look into something. So these are synonym words of our word investigate. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So are these two words clear?
Yes, clear. Thanks.
Okay. So let's have the next word this time. Lead.
Lead.
Okay.
I lead the sales department to its best years.
Okay, so this one is quite tricky. As you can see, the word doesn't have letter A anymore, right? If it's a past tense. So we say, I led the sales department to its best year.
Okay. I led the sales department to its best years.
Okay, led.
Led.
I led.
I led
Okay, well, again, I led the sales department to its best year.
I led the sales department to its best years.
Okay, thank you. It is similar when we pronounce the word read. So the read is a present tense if it's a past tense, it has still the same meaning. I mean, same spelling, but how we pronounce it if it's a past tense is read,
Oh,
like this.
I don't know. I forgot it. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
read the red. Okay,
Okay.
read the red. Okay.
Okay. So this is past tense. So this one is present tense.
Thanks.
So spelling is still the same. So if it's present, we say I read a book. So if it was yesterday, I read the book.
Yeah.
But the spelling is still the same. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I led a sales department to its best year. So for you, how do you understand the word lead?
Okay. It's like you are a leader, and then you need to take your partner or your employee to finish something.
Okay, right. So best example is if you're working in a team or in a group, and if you are a leader, so a leader will lead the members, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's lead. So what do you think, or what part of speech does the word lead belong?
Hmm? Would you
What
mind
part of
repeat?
speech? What part of speech does the word lead belong?
Okay. It's belong to verb.
It belongs to,
Verb.
again, can you say it again? It
Oh,
belongs to.
verb.
I mean, because you said it's belong. So we cannot say that. We say it belongs. The letter S is in the word belongs, not in its.
Oh,
So that's why I'm trying to let you repeat what you've said.
list.
No, no. I mean, when you answer my question, you say this word. It's belong. So that's
Oh,
incorrect. So I am trying to let you repeat your words. The right way is it belongs. The letter
oh.
S is not in it, but in belongs, in a
Okay.
verb belongs.
Lead. It belongs verb.
No, no, it belongs, not
Oh,
it's.
okay. Oh, sorry. It belongs verb. It
It
belong.
belongs to a
It
verb.
belongs to verb.
Okay, can you say it again?
Okay. It. Oh, sorry. It belongs to verb.
Okay, one more time.
It belongs to verb.
Okay, that's it. So don't forget that. We don't put S in it if we say a statement, okay?
Oh, sorry, it's my problem. I actually, my thinking is the green part, but maybe my pronounce is.
Yeah. Yeah, quite different. So actually, take note of this because sometimes I can hear you say. So when I try to repeat what you said, so you have to stop and say what I've just said. Okay, because sometimes you read or you say a different word and you're quite fast. So sometimes when I correct you, then you cannot like repeat what I'm trying to let you repeat. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so this one belongs to verb. That's right. Okay, so a past tense doesn't have letter A anymore. So this one is led, right? So don't forget that.
Okay. Late. Okay.
Okay, so you have any question about this word, Pinkus?
Oh, it's clear. Thanks.
Okay, so let's have the next word this time. Please read.
Maintain. I maintained the company's database.
Okay, again, maintain.
Maintain.
One more time. Maintain.
Maintain.
Okay, I maintained the company database.
I maintained the company database.
Okay, so how do you understand the word maintain?
Okay. It's like um it's like when you after you develop or after you create a product, right? You still need to service the product after it is created, and we
Mhm,
call this behavior is maintained. Maybe there are some bug be reported by your customer, and you still need
mhm.
to fix it. And the maintain is like you don't need to develop a new feature, but you have to make sure the product's quality well.
That's right. So when you maintain something, you still support them or continue, right?
Oh yeah, continue.
So
Yeah.
For example, you have a product and someone bought the product or buy the product and they had the problem or they have a problem a month after. So of course they have to go back and complain about it, right?
Yeah.
So as being a good customer service company, so you maintain your good attitude towards your customers. You continue to support them, right?
Yeah.
And help them with their complaints. So that's the word maintain. Any question?
No, it's clear. Thanks.
Okay, so let's have the next word this time. Please read.
Management. I will manage more than 500 employees.
Okay, manage.
Also manage.
Okay, if it's a person, you say managed.
Managed.
Okay, let's read the sentence again. I've managed more than 500 employees.
I managed more than 500 employees.
Managed.
Managed.
Okay, great. So this is our guide to pronounce the word. Do you
Manage.
see it?
Yeah, manage. Manage.
Okay, manage. If it's a past tense, you say managed.
Managed.
Okay, so thank you. So when you say you manage something, you uh you are the one who have the position at work, right? You manage the team or you manage the project. So you
Yeah.
maintain and regulate something,
Yes, it's like
right?
you are a director or you are a management in your organization.
Right. So you run the company. When you say you run the company, you're the one who manage it. So if you're a person who manage the company, then you're called manager.
Okay.
Okay, so a person is called
Uh,
manager.
Manager.
Okay, so that's a person. Okay,
Okay.
all right. So next word we have moderate.
Moderate.
Okay,
I moderated negotiation between the two.
I moderated negotiations between the two.
I moderated negotiation between the two.
Okay, so moderate is our word in a sentence. How do you understand the word moderate this time?
I Google it. It means make or become less extreme, intense, or violent. It's like you try to you you don't want the situation become worse, or maybe
Uh-huh.
they have already fight in previous meeting. You try to let them count down in the negotiation.
That's right. So you moderate something means you lessen the war or the fight between two people. You don't want the problem become worse, or you don't want to have a worst situation in the company, right? So you moderated a fight between two people.
Yeah.
So it is like you let up or you calm down. So if both of them are angry, so you moderated both of them to make sure that there will be no fight between two people anymore. Okay, so that's the word moderate. So you don't have to have war or you don't want to have problem. So that's why you moderate it. So it's like you are a peacemaker in the company.
Peacemaker. Yeah,
Yeah.
I am peacemaker.
Right. So you don't want to have issues. Okay. So next we have, or any question by the way?
No, I don't have questions. Thanks.
Okay. So let's have the next word negotiate.
Negotiate. I
Okay. I,
negotiate. Oh, sorry.
okay. Okay. Go ahead.
I negotiated a better deal for the company.
Okay. I negotiated a better deal for the company. Can you say the word again? I
Okay.
negotiated
Okay. I negotiated a better deal for the company.
Okay, so our word is negotiate. So when we say you negotiate, you obtain or you try to reach the agreement. So I think we already discussed about this. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the meaning. Try to reach an agreement or you try to work out something,
Oh, yeah.
right? So that's negotiate. I negotiated a better deal for the company. So, for example, you have a new release of product,
Yeah.
right? And the second company is just buying it for lesser amount of money. So, as a person, you negotiate you negotiated to make sure that your company will get a higher amount of pay or cost of the product. So that's why you try to reach an agreement. So both companies A and B would have negotiations to get the fixed amount for them to pay. Okay, so you work out on something. It could be a project or it could be a task. Have you already tried negotiated something?
Uh, yeah, but do you have ever learned the networker course?
Oh, no. What is that all about?
Network course is like he will tell you how to create a TCP/IP or some or network 7 layer, physical layer, macro layer. Blah, blah, blah. Do you ever have the course in your university?
What is that all about again?
Okay, the course is about network, and in the computer science, if you study in computer science, the teacher will tell you what is the network 7 layer. He will tell you what is the physical layer, make layer, and the application layer. He will define different layer and tell you the meaning. Do you ever have the course?
No, I did not because I switched to learning English. I did not really focus on,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
those kind
And
of
oh,
things.
okay. Because I will tell this topic because I want to. There are very famous. There are very famous word. Very famous word in the network. We call the three-way handshake. Three-way handshake negotiation. Because
Like shaking of hands, you
shake
mean?
your hand. Yeah, because actually in a network we have a receiver and and the sender, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we have to make sure their package is correct. So they will define a lot of different negotiation to check the package precision. One
Uh-huh.
is a three-way negotiation. It's very famous and common be used in many ways. Three-way handshake. Three-way handshake. Yeah.
What is the name of the handshake?
Three-way handshake.
Can you write it down for me?
Okay, sure.
I'm not quite familiar
That's
with that,
okay.
so I'm quite,
I think if I told
curious.
my brother, he still don't know because my brother he learned is the economics. He learned the economic in the user university.
Ah, I see. Three-way handshake.
Yes, handshake.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, this belong to one. This belong to negotiation because there are a lot of different negotiation in the network.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Does it have a meaning?
Oh, you mean the three-way handshake mini?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like I say, hey, Steven, are you here? And
Uh-huh.
I, that's one way, and then you receive my message, right? So you
Uh-huh.
respond me, you say, hey, Pingus, I send you a message. So you respond to me.
Mm.
It's a two-way, and finally
Mm.
three-way is I receive your package, and I will tell you, I will find, yeah, Steven, he give me data. Okay, it's okay. Data is
Ah.
correct. Yes, this behavior is called three-way handshake. You just say, hey, hello,
Ah.
Steven. Hi, Pingus. Oh, and I say, oh, I received your message just that.
I
It's very
see. So that's
simple.
why it's three.
Yeah,
That's why it has a name of three-way. I
yeah.
see, I see. Okay. Is this quite familiar to business rules?
Business and work. Mm,
Like does a company or like in your culture always use this kind of three three-way handshake?
just you see in the network. Maybe we talk some topic about network. We will use the word, but if
Mm-hmm.
in business, I think a negotiation is different. It's like a negotiation is like you try to uh talk with the people in the interval or communication with them. But in the network it's also same. It's just people become network.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. That's quite interesting to know about this three-way handshake. That's good. So I thought what what you mean about that, but it's quite just basic or easy, right? But the word itself, three-way.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great to know, Pinkus. So anyway, we don't have much time tonight, Pinkus. I'm really sorry, but it's good that we covered a lot of words tonight in our discussion. So, just a quick recap, okay? So, just a wrap up of our lesson tonight, Pinkus. So, what is the word that you think should be um, you
Mm.
can use or you want to use when you speak with other people using the English language? Which of these words you think you want to use?
Okay, I will learn it to and practice it. Let me could use them be familiar with the using them.
Mm-hmm. So if you're going to choose one of these words, what is the word that you want to use?
You mean today's lessons?
Yes, today's words.
Maybe I will use the uh, investigate because
Investigate. Mm-hmm.
because this word I'm not familiar with it. Other word I think I usually see them, but investigate I think it's a common word, but I don't remember it.
I see, I see. Okay, so that's good. So take note of that word, okay, and make use of that when you speak or converse with other people. Okay,
Okay.
because that's the best way for you to practice. So I'm afraid we're gonna end our lesson now. We are going to talk more about this in our next meeting. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
do
See
you
you
have any
on
questions?
no. See you on Wednesday.
Okay, see you on Wednesday then, Pinkers, and have a great night. See you.
I forgot to tell you one thing. We have.
Uh-huh.
I remember you mean our course is not enough, right? And I told
Mm.
and the PMP language service they tell me after our
Mm.
course be exhausted, they will add external 20 course number of course in the maybe in the car information car. I'm not sure. So don't worry about it. It's
Okay.
okay. Mm,
Okay, sure. No problem. All right. So they will just give me an update about it. So that's fine.
okay.
So thank you for updating it, Pinkus.
Mm,
Okay?
okay.
All right. So thank you again and enjoy the rest of your night. Bye bye.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of the night too. Bye bye.